Not being set up.
Oh, you're going to be on the mic.
No, I just turned it down now. I just turned it on.
You got the
All right, gang.
Just send it to JD.
Mark us out.
The first two teams you played this year threw a lot of passes. This week they're just going to line up. Do you like that kind of challenge, or do you?
Oh yes, sir.
Other teams challenging you with the pass too?
It's really whatever team's gonna do. I like tackling, so coming down and tackling, that's a part of the fun game for me. It's really fun. Mm-hmm.
Marcus, first game, your name wasn't called a lot, which is a good thing or at least over the PA system, which is a good thing for a corner, a little more active against the app.
Mm-hmm.
What were they doing differently that maybe South Carolina wasn't able to do?
They were really just attacking like when we were playing like a softer coverage, they were attacking like the softer parts of the coverage. So I think that's what they were doing better than South Carolina.
Mac and Gene, they talked about maybe tightening up the coverage and some of that short stuff. Today in practice, did you guys work on playing a little bit more press oriented on some of the short stuff? Because Mac even used the word press.
Yeah. So our plan this week is to tighten down on everything, play a lot of press, tighten up those windows because it's a newer quarterback. So tighten up those windows so he can't get hot out the game. So yeah, that's our game plan.
Marcus, what do you think you guys still need to figure out at star without DeAndre out there? Obviously, you've had Elijah there a lot. DJ started last game, and you moved Elijah back. Like, what do you think still needs to be figured out at that particular position?
Yeah, so they're both playing a new position, right? So they still got to get just really comfortable, just really get to understand like the defense. But they're both playing a new position, so it's going to take some time. But they're coming along really well.
Can Will Hardy or Stick Lane play that, or are those dudes just? I mean, they've obviously been hurt; they're kind of coming back now. But are those dudes just safeties, Will and Stick, or could they play star? Do you think?
No, sir. We're DBs, so if they need to go down and play, they got to go down and play. We can all do all that, but yeah.
Kind of went off that a little bit. In your knowledge of the defense, what makes playing star a challenge compared to normal defensive backs that position?
Star, you're more involved in like the run fits. So you got run fits, you got pass fits that you got to worry about. It's the whole bunch of like moving around, it's a moving piece that you got to be on a certain side of the field. So it's a whole lot that goes into it.
Marcus, you guys were able to get your first interception of the game when Chapman got his, I believe it was in the second half. Just kind of moving forward, what is kind of, I know you're talking about, tightening the coverage, things like that. What's kind of the key, continuing to be able to force turnovers and kind of create those extra positions?
We got to play the ball in the air better. Really just go up, and when you got the opportunity to make a play, make the play.
What's the challenge of a quarterback like you saw against App and going forward of you staying with your guy when he breaks cut, when the quarterback's able to break through the line and all, and you see him start to run, and then you naturally want to come up and play. Just sort of walk us through that challenge as a DB with a mobile quarterback.
Yeah, when you got a mobile quarterback, you got a plaster receiver. So, the quarterback might get out and scramble. Receivers work scramble drill. They're gonna try to get open. So you really just gotta keep your eyes focused, keep your eyes on the receiver, keep your eyes on coverage.
What have you learned about Minnesota the last couple of days? Obviously, it's not exactly a familiar opponent for you guys. And they played that Thursday night game against Nebraska to start the season. Did you watch any of that? When you were home?
Yeah, I was able to watch some of that. Their team, they're really they like to keep the football, keep the offense. Other teams' offense, not allow them to give them time to have the ball. Really run down, hard-nosed football, and then play action passes off that.
Yeah. So did you that Thursday night where you're like, I'll check these guys out because you knew you were playing?
Yeah, we got to play them. So it's always good that if you can watch a game like that, it's always good to just see, kind of what they're doing, what they want to do on like certain distances, certain downs. So,
You guys gave a couple first downs tonight on third down with penalties. When the penalty wasn't there, you had to stop, gotten off the field. How do the coaches address third down penalties that otherwise you would have gotten off the field, but you end up staying on the field because of the penalty? And a couple times they scored on those guys.
Yeah,
how do they address that?
They just adjust them as those are killer plays. Like we, as a defense, we want to get off the field on third down, so we just got to stay fundamentally disciplined, keep our eyes on our job, and get off the field.
In-game adversity, I would think that qualifies. You guys have a good series, all of a sudden you're out there still because of the penalty. How do you think you guys handled that the other day? Because he did score a couple of times after some of the
I think as the drives went on, you just got to keep playing. They might get the third down, the progression might keep going, but at the end of the day, you got to just keep doing your job, keep playing until you're out the field.
What kind of communication was there on the field? I know that center communicates a lot. Is that something you guys just have built in, you understand, keep going? Or was there some kind of communication on the field about, guys, we got to clean this crap up, we can't be doing this?
Yeah, Said is a great leader, so he's always on the field, making sure everybody's doing right. Everybody's always trying to come together. Like if we messing up, we like to come together as a defense and be like, okay, we got to change this. We got to stop playing around. Like we got to pick it up.
Marcus,
What does Sid say? Sorry. What does Sid say, Marcus? Seems like he says a lot. Maybe sometimes he's cussing a little bit, or a lot.
Yeah, Said's a loud guy, so if you messing up, he gonna get on you for sure. He gonna be like, hey, tighten up, do what you're supposed to do. I know you can go out there and make the play. You know what I mean?
Marcus, Des Evans was really active last game against App State. He did have a sack in the first game, but last game he was, continued that activity. Just what have you kind of seen from him and his performance so far this year?
Yeah, Dez is doing really good. He's, as a DB, we love when D linemen rush the passer. It makes our job easier. So Dez doing what he's doing, getting to the passer, being really aggressive. That's good.
And when you kind of watch him in practice, just how can you describe, I guess, kind of the way that he approaches it? Just like, does he have that same tenacity in practice as well?
Dez, he's a very serious football guy. So when we're doing our meetings, he'll go around to the different meetings, try to learn everything, try to make sure everybody's locked in. He's a real football guy.
Different things like different position grouping.
Yeah.
Marcus, last week against South Carolina, you guys limited Spencer Rattler at the game on offense with 17 points. And then this week against App State, had scored 34, the pass rush just not being a little bit lackluster. How do you guys have a chance to keep that going into Minnesota and the rest of the season?
Yeah, so the pass rush and the DBs do work together. So by tightening down on the coverage, it gives the D lineman more time to get to the quarterback, more time to get pressure on them. So that's what.
Marcus, how happy are you for someone like Dez with the way that he's playing? And it seems like he's just starting to come into his own a little bit. He was a highly recruited guy. People expected a lot out of him since he got here, and he's had some struggles. Are you proud of the progress that he's made just individually?
Yeah, actually, I didn't know much about Dez when I first got here, so I've always seen him as a really focused, so I'm really happy to see him, doing what he can do, showing his talents. So yeah.
I would think the key against a club like this is first down defense against the run. Get a good stop on first down. Put them maybe in situations that pass more so you guys can turn the defensive front loose. If you can get a club that doesn't throw a ton into that kind of mindset, what kind of advantage does that give you?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that question?
They don't throw a lot.
Yeah.
They want to run. They don't want to use clock and pound. If you guys stop the run on first down, it puts them in a situation they may have to throw it
Yeah.
more than they want. So as a defense, what advantages?
It allows us to get up the field really. First and second down, we got to just control the run like you said. And third down gives us the opportunity because the longer the third down, the more advantage the defense has, right? So it gives us the opportunity to make plays.
Does it
Get up
make
the
them more
field.
predictable?
Pardon?
Does it make them more predictable if they have a second and long, a third and long?
Yeah, because they got to get to the stick, so you kind of already have an idea of what type of routes the receivers are going to run, so they can get the first down. So yeah.
Marcus, Gene
That's one
yesterday,
thing, Marcus.
Gene yesterday was saying that Tate Holloway picked up a lot more confidence last game in comparison to that first game. Just kind of when you've been able to observe from film or whatever, just what have you seen his progression be from week 1 to week 2?
Obviously that first game, it was his first game out there, so you really just got to gain that confidence. As the week's been going, he's been gaining the confidence. He's been getting right back in his mindset and really just going out there and playing like he knows he can.
All right. Thanks, Marcus.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Marcus.
Yeah, thank
Good
you.
coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.